Hey everyone, Charles Stevens here with this week's Words of Wisdom as we continue our series on the growth gap traps. Today we're focusing on the comparison gap, which is described as the belief others are better than I am. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." The comparison gap doesn't just slow our growth, it quietly attacks and steals our confidence. It causes us to measure our progress against someone else's strengths. And when we do that, we lose sight of our own calling. And in a world of highlight reels and social media snapshots, comparison is everywhere. I've seen this show up in leadership many, many times. Capable people hesitate to step forward, not because they lack ability, but because they're measuring themselves against someone else's strengths. I've done it myself as a business owner. But here are a few truths we all need to remember when comparison starts creeping in. First, there's always going to be someone better, more experienced, more talented, further along. That's not a failure, that's reality. And growth was never meant to be a competition. Second, rejoice for those who are ahead of you. Instead of resenting them, learn from them. Their journey can provide insight, perspective, and encouragement for your own. Those out in front of you aren't there to discourage or intimidate you. They're there to show you what's possible. And finally, don't miss this. While you may be looking up to someone else may be looking to you. You are already the better one in someone's story. So don't shrink back, grow, and be willing to show the way. And faith reminds us we are each uniquely created and uniquely called. Scripture tells us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. When we compare ourselves to others, we step out of gratitude and into security, and neither leads to growth. So here's your challenge. Stop comparing. Start growing. Focus less on who others are becoming and more on who God is shaping you to be. And if comparison is holding you back, if you need encouragement or guidance to grow with confidence and clarity, I'd be honored to help. Sometimes growth begins with remembering whose you are, not who you're trying to keep up with. So choose growth over comparison and walk confidently in your own calling. That's all for this week's Words of Wisdom. Next week, we'll wrap up this series with the expectations gap. Have a great week.